Okay, start.
Hi, the circuit you see here is an automated room heater. This is a project, and let's get down into the details. This is an HES12 microcontroller, the Mini Dragon 2 Plus, and here what you see is a scaling circuit which is connected to the temperature sensor, which is inside through this wire connected into the testing chamber. This is the temperature sensor LM34. Now let's get to the functioning of the circuit. The temperature sensor receives the temperature of the room, outputs it to the scaling circuit connected to the red wire, and this scaling circuit ups the voltage from 0 to 1 all the way to 0 to 5, and this is the output which goes to the switch, and this switch switches on the relay. The relay switches on the automotive relay, which turns on the heater, which works at 12 volts 20 amps. Now here what you see is the scaling circuit sends the signal to the relay through the A to D accessed data, which converts the analog 0 to 5 volts to digital data, which goes to the sensor in terms of voltages from port B. Port B is both working in the input and output mode. The port B01 is an input pin which is connected to an external switch, which is switched on only if the temperature is set by the user. And once the switch is pressed, the output pin port B02 outputs that data onto the relay, switches on the relay, and forms a feedback loop to the external relay.
Here comes the heating chamber. Here in the heating chamber we can able to see a sensor at the center of the room, and here is one more. Is a heater the heater having capacity of 12 volts 20 amps. It draws current. Here is our power supply, which gives a 12 volts 20 amps for the whole circuit. Okay, as my friend told you regarding the switching circuit, we are using the two relays for the switching the heater on and off automatically. Here we are using a PB or port B as an feedback circuit, feedback loop. Here as he told you, port B01 is a input, acting as an input, and the rest of things are all acting as an output. Here whenever we set the temperature, it will goes up for the heating. If you set the temperature at 80, the circuit operates as a loop for up to 82. So up to 82 the heater gonna be on, and it gonna turn off after 82 Fahrenheit, and it will come to on after it goes off below the 78 degrees centigrade and degree Fahrenheit. Here is the relay for switching the automotive relay. Here is relay having a transistor and a diode combination to prevent the back currents in the circuit. It won't allow the currents to the microcontroller. It's like a protecting the microcontroller. And the external switch we are using for setting up the temperature with the help of the two switches S1 and S2. Here S1 switch we are using for increasing the temperature, and S2 switch we are using to decrement the temperature by 111 each. And after setting the temperature with the S1 and S2, then we need to press the S3 button to set the temperature and to start the operation of the heater. Let's see the demo. Here it is a power supply giving 6.8 and 100 milliamps for the automotive relay on the coil side. Okay, here the system. Let's see, this LED shows the temperature sequentially. It's a 7 and 5 is a 75 Fahrenheit in the heating chamber. Now we're gonna start the loop. Here now I am setting up the temperature to 80. You can see the increments in the LED. Now it's 71. It will goes up to 80. Now it's 76. Is 80. Now I'm setting up the temperature by pressing switch 3. Wait a moment.
Here, as we see, the temperature inside the chamber goes up as the heating process continues. Here we see the temperature incrementing on the LED display. As you see, it's 79 and incrementing to 80 at this point. The heater works within the range of +2 to -2 voltage of the user to maintain an average voltage average temperature of 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And as you see now, right now when it reaches 82, the heater turns off. As you can see, the LED has turned off. It turns off the heater at 82 degrees Fahrenheit. And right now when the temperature goes down all the way to 78, it turns on the heater back again. Right now it's 79. And as soon as it reaches 78, it's going to turn on the heater. And here we go. The heater has turned on at 78 degrees Fahrenheit, and again the heating process starts, and this loop is a continuous closed loop which gets the feedback from the temperature sensor inside the chamber and accordingly switches on and off the heater depending upon the user's input. Thank you.